In this video, I'm going to give you a year-end update for the 2016-2017 homeschool year. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle from A Common Life. If you are new to my channel, I'm the homeschooling mom of 5 children ages 3 through 11, and this year we had children in grade kindergarten, 1st grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade. If you've watched my one-room schoolhouse video, I will have that linked to up above. You will know that we kind of do a one-room schoolhouse approach to our homeschool, and that means that I combine my older 2 children who were in 4th and 5th grade, and then I combine my kindergartner and 1st grader. And so for a lot of their work, they're just kind of like doing it together, especially things like history and science and art and music, those types of things we kind of all do together. And then for other topics, I will combine them. Like for my older children, they did Latin together, and then my younger 2 did geography together. So I just kind of try to work everything together so that we can basically function as a unit in our homeschool, and I'm not working with one different child throughout the entire day. It would take forever. And so that really helps us to kind of be more efficient and get a lot of work done. So this year was a little bit of a different year. We normally homeschool year-round, but last summer we had moved twice in 1 year. And so I decided I just wanted to take the summer off. So we finished out the end of our school year at the end of June, and then I took all of July and all of August and even a part of September completely off from school, which I have never ever done. And so that was completely different for us. I was, taking some time to get our new house set up and unpacked and just organized and all those kinds of things, and the kids were just having fun. And then since it was the first year that we had lived in North Carolina, I had no idea how hot the summers get. And so at that point, I decided that next summer we are definitely going to homeschool through the summer. And so right now, we did finish out our school year yesterday, actually. We are done for the school year. And we're going to take a couple of weeks off, and then we're going to go right into our summer school schedule, which will go through to the end of August. And then at the end of August, we begin our co-op, and then we kind of get right back into the school year. And during the summer, I do reading, writing, arithmetic, and music, and I have a video all about that. So I'll link to that one up above as well. But anyway, just to kind of let you know how the school year went, let's start at the very beginning. So like I said, we started later than usual. We ended up starting, I think it was September 15th or 16th, something like that, which was just so late for us. And, schools here start in August, so it kind of threw us off a bit. And I kind of felt like I didn't have as much time to get all the things done that I needed to get done. But the good news is, even though we started later, we definitely got everything done that we needed to get done. And on top of that, we took a bunch of breaks. We took a break in October. We took a break for Thanksgiving in November. We took a long Christmas break. I got sick with the flu, and I was sick for 2 weeks, and so we completely missed school during that time. We went away in April. We went away in May, and we took some other days off here and there, but we were still able to get everything done that we needed to do. And my kids did their standardized testing this week, and they did amazing. And I know it's like, moms always get I made up a word. They always compare each other, and I feel very hesitant to share, but I just kind of want to let you know, like, the success that you can have in your homeschool. Our children took the CAT standardized test, and every single one of them that took the test scored at the 99th percentile. And that isn't because I'm doing anything amazing. Honestly, I'm not. They're very bright, and I just work them at their pace. And so for several of them, they're ahead in some subjects just because they enjoy it and they're moving ahead. And so I just let them. And so that has been a really wonderful gift to us. And so they scored amazing, and I was so proud of them. I didn't expect that at all, because they took the test last year, and that was the year that we had moved twice, and we had moved to a new state, and things were kind of crazy, and they didn't score as well. They didn't score terribly, but they definitely didn't score as well. They scored about average, which is fine. And in all honesty, the standardized tests really don't matter all that much. They're just kind of like a record that you keep for yourself in our state, and it's just kind of like a gauge to see how the kids are doing. And so this year, to see how they went from, the scores they got last year to the scores they got this year, it was such a huge difference that I know that whatever we did this year definitely worked. And what we did was keep it simple. I tried to keep it, basically to the core subjects as much as possible. And then we would supplement here and there with some of the other types of subjects like science and music and art and things like that. Even history, we didn't do history as much as we had done the year before. And so for whatever reason, that really got them caught up to where they needed to be in their core subjects. And so now I feel really confident that we can go into this next year and focus on a lot more core subjects and also do those electives. And I don't have to worry at all that they're going to get behind, because they're not, because they're already so far ahead. My son, who is going into 6th grade, he actually scored at a college level grade 13.6 for language arts. My daughter, who is in 4th grade, scored a 12.4, I think, in language arts. So, and then my younger son, I forget what he scored. He was in 1st grade going into 2nd grade, and he scored like in the 6th or 7th grade level. I honestly don't even know how they scored that high, because they're all working on grade level, but that just goes to show that when you are able to homeschool your kids, they are really retaining this stuff. You are not teaching it to, 30, 36 other children at the same time. You're working with them one-on-one, or the two of them at the same time, and you're able to really focus in and just make sure that they're mastering every single thing that they do. And as far as mastering goes, I feel the same way about math. They scored high in math as well, and they're not really doing anything that too far above their grade level. But the difference is that they are getting everything correct, because if they get something wrong, I'm going over it with them after and making sure that they get it. And if they don't understand a concept, I will go and search online, and I will find some type of drill sheet, and I will just have them kind of drill out whatever that concept is until they get it right. So these are the wonderful things that you can do with homeschool, and they really, really do help your children. They help them master those subjects. What I've done this year to keep all of our things organized was I had a binder that I kept in our homeschool room, and as they completed work that I wanted to keep, maybe tests or projects or lap books or things like that, I went ahead and hole punched them and stuck them in the binder. And so this is not the actual binder that we used this year, but this is the finished product of all of the work that I have decided to keep for my kids. This is all 4 of my children. This isn't just one child. Like I said, I just kept like the major things, not a lot of their worksheets or things like that, but like tests and projects and papers. And I have a couple of lap books in here as well, one for history and one for, I think it was Little House in the Big Woods. And so things like that are kind of more things that we want to save and, just keep as a record for them, I have in here. And I have decided that as I'm collecting all of their work when they get through elementary school, which my oldest son, has done this year, I am going to go ahead and combine everything from pre-K to 5th through 5th grade and put it in a nice spiral bound book. And then I'm just going to save that for the child. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that this summer. When I do that, I will definitely make sure to show you guys that, because it's going to be really great not resource, but just like a memento of all the things that he has done through elementary school. In our state, we are not required to count homeschool days. And so I didn't actually do that this year, but I went through and I counted them for myself to make sure, because usually a lot of states require around 180 days or so. It depends on the state. They're all kind of different. And we definitely accomplished that, which amazed me because I felt like we took so much time off, but we really didn't. And so in this coming year, I'm actually going to have a little bit of a different approach to our homeschool. Since we're going to be starting in mid-July this year, I'm going to go ahead and take off a week every single month. And that means that at the end of the school year, which will be at the end of June next year, we will have done, it's going to be more than 180 days at that point. And also, whenever we do a field trip, even if it's on like a Saturday or something like that, if it's some kind of educational field trip that we do as a family, I count that. I count that towards my homeschool because they're learning. And as I've said in previous videos, our family, we're just the type of people that are kind of like always learning. We enjoy it. It's fun for us. And so any learning opportunity that we have, we take it. If you would like to see a more in-depth look at the books that we actually used this year, can you let me know and put that in the comments down below, and I will make sure to make that video for you guys. But this video was just kind of a little synopsis of what we did this year and kind of the outcome of homeschooling our 4 children. In the coming year, I will also have my 3, almost 4-year-old joining us, and he will do a more formal pre-K. So I will definitely be homeschooling full-time 5 children, which will be really fun. He is really interested in reading and letters and sounding things out, and he can already do math. So I think that he is just going to do really, really well. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please put those in the comments down below, and I will definitely be sure to answer those for you. I hope you all have a wonderful summer break, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.